don't know if I said it like that, but it was similar. But yeah, on the other side of the wall, they say you ain't trying if you ain't cheating. And I say I don't cheat. You know, when I try, I'm trying to win.
Of course. We really getting into it. He like, bro, I ain't gotta do this. I can go chill and go on my boat. I ain't gotta be picking you up every day and spending time with you and making sure I ain't gotta do this.
Right.
So about
Adrien Broner has broken his silence regarding Gervonta Davis's arrest, and his comments were too brutal for someone who calls Gervonta Davis his little brother. On a video he released on his Instagram page, Adrien Broner claimed he had no issue with anyone making a mistake or going to jail, but he gets disgusted when the same person goes to jail for the same reason over and over again. I ain't got no issue with him getting into trouble. I'm a troublemaker too. But it's disgraceful when he gets into trouble for the same mistake with women. That's crazy, bro.
Spending 20 to 30, 20, 25 a night at each club, though. I f***ed up a lot of money, but we straight. Yeah. If I knew what I knew now, we would have way more.
What you would have did different now?
I tell everybody, though, they always ask, if you can do it again, would you change anything? Hey.
Just like he described himself, Adrien Broner is truly a troublemaker, as he has been in and out of jail at different times for different reasons, including robbery, assault, public intoxication, gun possession, and other crimes. Adrien Broner went ahead with some more brutal comments. Any man that hits a woman gets into a personal feud with me. It's an odd crime to commit. Broner, known for his promiscuity, then began talking about women being good for other things aside from a confrontation. These creatures are so soft. We've got to take care of them. We got to make them more beautiful and shiny. We got to treat them like eggs. I hope my little bro learns this now.
Hey, man. Let me put y'all on some game, man. Like, if a ain't got the money to pay for something, we just can't get it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wait till we get the money to get it. Now, females, if they ain't got the money to get something, shit.
Now, talking about Gervonta Davis's case with women, Adrien Broner went into some detail, expressing that Tank had been going through so much. My guy has been meeting the wrong kind of women all his life. They trouble him so much, but he shouldn't raise his hand still. He should work on himself so he attracts the right people. I hope everything gets better and he can start his therapy process. We kept working on ourselves every day. The Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch is in limbo after Tank got arrested on July 11th. Davis was arrested on domestic charges against his ex-girlfriend. The reported incident took place on June 15th, Father's Day, when Davis went to pick his kids up from his former partner's home in Coral Gables, Florida.
That was when I won my third world title at 47.
Yeah.
I never spent no money. I would get a check and just give it to my mom. And she'll give me like allowance every Friday. One day, I swear to God on everything I love, one day.
However, a situation ensued where Davis allegedly hit his former partner on the back of the head and slapped her in the face, leaving her with a cut inside the lip. Tank was taken to custody but has since been released. Lamont Roach, meanwhile, had claimed the following day that the rematch would still go ahead as planned on August 16th. However, that doesn't appear to be the case anymore. Speaking on his stream, the Reaper said, "I heard Buddy is home already. So for all of you people that keep talking that we're not fighting this and that, I just want to let you know that the fight is still on. The fight is still scheduled for August 16th. We're just waiting on the announcement."
For battery, domestic violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
You got handcuffs.
Hey,
Roach previously reacted to Gervonta Davis's arrest, claiming that he hoped Tank didn't actually do what has been alleged, as he doesn't wish anyone jail time. Davis, meanwhile, continues to make the headlines for the wrong reasons. His performance against Roach in the first fight was heavily scrutinized, with some claiming Tank wasn't motivated and didn't take the fight seriously. Roach, though, put on a superb display. As per reports, PBC started looking for a new date even before Tank Davis got arrested. Davis reportedly stopped training for 3 weeks prior to his arrest after the incident on June 15th. Hence, it looks unlikely that the rematch could take place on August 16th.
For battery, domestic violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
You got handcuffs?
Hey,
Instead, PBC is trying to reschedule it for either August 23rd or August 30th, and the feasibility of the new dates are currently being explored. With all the recent happenings, one might question Davis's headspace heading into the rematch if it actually goes down on August 16th. The first fight between the pair went down in March and ended in a controversial majority draw. Davis took a deliberate knee in the 9th round, which wasn't counted as a knockdown, leaving the boxing world baffled. Roach certainly gave Tank the toughest fight of his career and took away his perfect record. Davis is now 30-0-1 with 28 knockout wins, while Roach Jr. is January 2nd, 25 with 10 KO wins.
Roach, no. Tank can go get you if you're running away, because Tank is very good at knowing the distance where he has most leverage on his punches. If you think about Mike Tyson is strange to say, but he wasn't great with his power when he was very close on the inside. Mike Tyson was a mid-range puncher.
Lamont Roach showed he could take Gervonta Davis's best shots and launch his own counters to leave Tank stumbled. Hence, the rematch is a fight fans are looking forward to. Davis, meanwhile, can't seem to keep himself out of trouble outside the ring. This isn't his first run-in with the law, and the recent allegations are quite serious. The troubles keep piling up for Gervonta Tank Davis. Just hours after his high-profile arrest and subsequent release on bail, the boxer found himself at the center of yet another controversy, this time over the special treatment he allegedly received while leaving jail.
I can tell you that this is a first for me, because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges.
Davis was arrested early Friday morning in Miami Beach on charges of an attack against the mother of his kids. The incident stems from a dispute last month with the mother of his children. What began as a verbal argument reportedly escalated when Davis punched the woman in the face. Tank spent a few hours behind bars before posting bail, but the circumstances surrounding his release have sparked fresh backlash. Davis was released from the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center in Florida at 6 p.m. ET on Friday, July 6th, escorted by 3 officers from the Miami-Dade Corrections and Rehabilitation Department.
Floyd, I was doing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah.
He emerged from the facility covering his face with a white t-shirt and declined to speak to reporters who were kept at a distance by his security team. Major media outlets have since reached out to Miami-Dade Corrections requesting an explanation for the seemingly preferential escort. So far, officials have not responded to inquiries. The altercation reportedly took place on Father's Day. According to local media, Davis had stopped by to pick up his children when an argument erupted with his ex-girlfriend. She claims Davis struck her on the back of the head and slapped her, resulting in a laceration.
Domestic and battery charges against his baby mother, who's the mother of 2 of his children, Vanessa Paso, I believe her name is. Now, I want to do this in a certain order because I think since people kind of stopped watching videos midway through, I'm going to put some of the most important points I want to make.
It's a sensitive topic, and if he is found guilty, Davis's career could be in a serious jeopardy. Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, though, has defended Tank in a recent interview. He told Radio Raheem,
Florida, Gervonta Davis is accused of his ex-girlfriend in Doral.
And this is not the first run-in with the law. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live outside of the jail in West Miami-Dade.
And I know you have some details on this latest arrest for the boxer, Roy.
Christy Inelec says the charge he is facing is battery.
I hope and I wish Gervonta Davis and his baby moms, I wish them well, and I hope that they can get whatever they need and get Gervonta back to the superstar that he is. Their controversial first fight went down in March, where Davis retained his WBA lightweight title through a majority draw. The second fight looks set for August 16th, which Roach has claimed will still go ahead.
He's been vocal trying to talk to you about some things. Tank Davis, you know, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
You know, I mean, hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get together, man. That's it, basically. Get your shit. You don't hit women.
It's no secret that Terrence Crawford and Gervonta Davis are not too fond of each other. Their rivalry, sparked during the build-up to Crawford's bout with Davis's then close friend, Errol Spence Jr., has only intensified, fueled further by the growing tension between Davis and Crawford's ally, Shakur Stevenson. The feud reached a boiling point earlier this year when Crawford playfully mocked the WBA lightweight champion for complaining about being excluded from a Ring magazine event in London.
90 days home detention by serving at a four-season hotel and a $3.4 million penthouse rather than trainer Calvin Ford house as the judge agreed. This is the reason why Tank is not being jailed. Gervonta Davis' lawyer argued that the house was too small for security staff. Additionally,
today, Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic. He's the champion in your division. What do you think about? What's your reaction to that?
I don't know about that. I don't know Tank personally, and I really got nothing to say. I just wish him the best. Everything inside the ring, outside the ring.
Definitely. Shakur fights tomorrow. That's another.
Davis retaliated with personal jabs at Crawford and his family, rapidly escalating their conflict. Now, as Gervonta Davis gears up for his August 16th rematch against Lamont Roach Jr., he faces fresh legal troubles. This time, Crawford has chosen to comment, but with restraint, avoiding petty retaliation. Despite Gervonta Davis's relationship with his ex-girlfriend ending some time ago, the pair remain co-parents to their 2 children. Though arrested and later held at the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center on a $10,000 bond, Gervonta Davis has since been released after posting the bond. So how did Terrence Crawford respond to the news?
Boxing champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been arrested and charged with battery in South Florida. Police allege the Baltimore native assaulted his ex-girlfriend during an argument on Father's Day in Doral, Florida. Davis was arrested and booked by Miami Beach police, and a judge set his bond at $10,000.
Yesterday, IFL TV caught up with Terrence Crawford to discuss a range of topics, from Shakur Stevenson's bout against William Zepeda to Crawford's own blockbuster showdown with Canelo Alvarez, set for September 13th in Las Vegas. But the conversation took a turn when the reporter brought up the day's headlines. We've seen today, unfortunately, Gervonta Davis got in some trouble. What advice would you have for someone like Tank Davis? Playing it safe, the 37-year-old offered a composed and diplomatic response. Man, I don't know what's going on with him in his personal life. That's on him. I'm minding my business that pays me. That's my business, Crawford said.
Gervonta Davis get in some trouble. What advice would you have for someone like Tank Davis?
Man, I don't know what's going on with him and his personal life. That's on him. I'm minding the business that pays me. That's my business.
Well, Terrence, thank you so much for your time. As always on IFL TV. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Despite the fact that Gervonta Davis had previously taken jabs at both Crawford and his wife, the undefeated champion of 4 weight divisions refused to stoop to the same level. However, when it comes to boxing, Crawford doesn't hesitate to make clear where he believes Davis stands in the current landscape. Bud Crawford weighed in on the Baltimore native's upcoming rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. A few months ago on the Ring Champs with Ak and Barak podcast, he acknowledged Roach Jr.'s impressive performance in their first fight, but doubts he can repeat that success.
Unfortunately, Tank, he was arrested today. He had some personal incident. My question for you is the impact to his career. He's had these roller coasters, these ups and downs, and he's a star. What do you think about it?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, Tank, I've been saying he needs therapy. That's all I said.
I think you're going to get a better Tank. But at the same time, I think Roach fought at his peak, Crawford said. I don't think he can fight no better than that. Anyway, as for Gervonta Davis's current legal situation, even Oscar De La Hoya has some advice for the 30-year-old. Well, that's it with Tank Davis right now, the star that once shone bright and was deemed the next big thing after Floyd Mayweather, but now has to battle his inner demons and face the overwhelming task of coming back from a position he'd never found himself in all through his career, and also facing some legal issues as well. Recently, Gervonta Davis has only maintained his relationship with Adrien Broner, who he also got very close to while they both stayed with Floyd Mayweather.
Escort, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. Man, you already know. AB, Adrien Broner, always ball.
Do you know which stars are coming yet?
Huh?
Which celebrities are coming to the fight?
Man.
More recently, Gervonta Davis literally saved Adrien Broner from crashing after his long time out due to retirement. Shortly before his comeback fight against Blair Cobbs, in an Instagram post, Adrien Broner thanked Gervonta Davis for helping him get back to training. He recounted experiencing binge drinking while enduring a rough period. But then, out of the blue, he received a call from Tank. The lightweight champion invited him to join the training camp. Ever since, Broner hasn't looked back. The former world champion expressed heartfelt gratitude to the Baltimorean. I got a call from my baby bro Gervonta, and he told me to come do camp with him. And I've been on track ever since, and he's been pushing me every day. So with that being said, I just want to thank you, Tank. Let's get what a guy deserves out of this boxing stuff and laugh together on an island at the end, said Adrien Broner.
Tank caught me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff AB went through, he was respectable. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, Champ, I said, look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen.
From the look of things, many could claim that the absence of Adrien Broner was what created any form of bad luck for Gervonta Davis, as he was present with Gervonta Davis during his training camp for Frank Martin, where Tank won in a brutal 8th-round knockout win, while Adrien Broner was absolutely embarrassed by Blair Cobbs the weekend before Gervonta Davis's fight. Talking about what the training camp looked like at that point, one of the reporters asked Tank's coach about Adrien Broner's training camp, and he responded, "My thoughts is that he's doing what we need him to do. I'm seeing the transition. I'm seeing a glimpse of what I used to watch when I was on TV, when he was on TV and stuff," said Ford.
But I also know one thing though, being too confident can get you killed. And I also know that about the game as well.
How did you know he had trouble with the law? How'd you find that out?
Huh?
We ain't here for that.
We ain't here for that. But
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo?
According to the trainer, almost everyone had given up on the problem, but the fact remains that he never went anywhere. He said, "But he's still here, so he has a mission that has not been completed yet, so this opportunity that Don gave to him, he gets to show the world that he never left." Another reporter checked whether Davis and Broner were happy to be collaborating together in the camp. He replied that he could see Tank paying back for all the favors and help he received from Broner. So in many ways, he stressed their roles have changed since how they used to be earlier.
What is he, a 4-division world champion, I believe? So,
his losses are respectable. They've aged well.
Yeah, he lost to Marcos Maidana. He's fought a who's list of guys. But in terms of, being a 4-division world champion, I would say he's probably the worst 4-division world champion that we've ever seen.
The roles changed. It's like Tank the big brother, Broner the little brother, but they both, even because again, that's showing the respect of the levels before and then after, so it's a good thing. At the moment, Gervonta Davis is looking to make that needed comeback in a rematch against Lamont Roach, hoping things will go his way so that he'll put a final stop to all the wrongs going on in the boxing world since the controversy he created on the first day of March. On the other hand, there's a big question mark regarding the career of Adrien Broner. There are several doubts as to whether the boxing world will see him under the spotlight again.
A lot of people might go, I was able to do something to jump up higher. It still seems like that 140 championship title, it's like a kind of like an itch or grab, like you want that one more than maybe others, or it just doesn't matter?
I don't know if you're really a fan. I won a world title at 140 pounds too. So, I don't mind going to 140.
There's been little response from him regarding his career. It seems like he's gotten tired of his many retirements, and this time, he has finally decided to go silent on his retirement. The New York State Athletic Commission has refused to overturn the draw in favor of Lamont Roach. And even if Gervonta Davis's supporters aren't ready to admit the truth, the whole of boxing knows Lamont Roach was robbed of a victory. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.